Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. You may find me here in what is, well, I guess we could call it a remote location in the jungle. I, of course, am in a hammock, as you can see. Let me give you a little shot of, this is the underwear and the hammock, etc., etc. I'm having fun. I'm having a nice hip time in the jungle. It's a remote location, of course, and I have my coffee set up. As you can see, I have, maybe you can't see, I have my coffee cup here, and I have my alkaline, so it's a little lie. I won't necessarily be making the coffee. Clarence, good morning, Clarence. You want to know if I'm in the jungle? Yes, I'm in a remote location. Jonathan says that I look good in a hammock. I thank you. I have two of them right now. Robert says, nice sunglasses. These are my Charles Nelson Riley special. And, there's animals out here, so I don't want to talk too loud and bother and upset people. I'm just going to put a few pH drops in my coffee, and then we'll, get to work. Can we get this? Oh, Lord. There we are. So, again, it's a remote location. How far? Very remote. Jojo's watching. Hello, lovely to see you. And I'm also on my phone, so this may look a little different for you all. If you're just joining me again, let me see if I can flip the camera so you can all see what I'm in a hammock. Is this better? Is this more of a lounging? There we go. This is incredibly uncomfortable, but yet I live with it, and I believe that's the real important thing. So here I am in a remote location in the jungle. I saw a lot of bugs. Saw a monkey today. They're a little pompous. Oh, God. All right, I just spilled the coffee. It's okay. We'll be okay. Jeff says, have I ever watched Grassy High? That's a real non-pertinent question to my current situation. But yes, I have. I like the old one better than the new one. Nevertheless, it's a fun high school dramedy, as they say. I gotta be honest, this is just okay coffee. You think you go into the jungle, you can find some good coffee. It's where they grow the beans. After all, I'm still on the hunt for some decent coffee. I haven't quite yet found it. Nevertheless, Michelle says, good day all. Sweet of her to wish the good day to everyone here. That is a good sip. I'm feeling okay, and I'm feeling very, very, relaxed. I have these on. I'm sorry, physically, a hammock is probably not the best posture to show my body off. It's very concave. It's not the best look. I don't think these are very good for your backs. Amelia said, shouldn't you be drinking from a coconut? Well, then I would be making coconut water in my underwear, which is, of course, per the show, I legally cannot. David Sean Dixon says, good day to you too, beautiful. Thanks. Jeff, Umanda Kudon says hello, and I say hello, Umanda Kudon. My mouth is enjoying your name. Jeff says he recently saw Seth Rollins pitching some coffee brand. Well, good for him. I'm pitching myself. Courtney says, it's warming me up hearing the jungle noises. Yes, there's toucans and other bird. There was one bird that sounded like a radio tuning, and I thought it was a little, the more and more birds they are, they need their own unique sound. You can't just go, because they, so many birds have or ha. Everyone's got a fucking ha. See when I say ha, they talk back to me. If I can talk to the animals, walk with the animals. What else did I see here? It was frogs, certain frogs. They're okay. They're weird. I saw a toad. Toads are the difference between a frog and a toad. A toad is a frog that you would have in your nightmare. That's basically what it is. There's dogs. There's wild dogs. I'll tell you one thing I'm not crazy about. It's the size of this cup. It's very small. See if you can see it to scale. It's very, very, very small. And it hurts almost to hold. Dennis says he does not like frogs. Neither do I. I don't trust them. Gato says, nice Jackie O glasses. Neen wants to see some of the background. Here's some of the nice, I don't know, the leaves. A lot of leaves. Very leaf-heavy joint. More hammocks and so on and so forth. There we, all that kind of thing there. leaves and etc. Are there lizards? Yes, Courtney, there are lizards. I had a lizard in the house. Apparently it's good luck because they eat other shit. I would rather live in a world where no one has to eat anything because there's nothing around. Not only do I not like having people around, I've discovered on this trip that I don't like having animals around. So if I could live in perhaps an empty Costco, that would be my dream. What's the weather like? It's humid. It is very humid. It's warm, but it's also cloudy, so the sun is not out, which is nice, which helps with the lighting issues a little bit. Colleen says it looks so much better than what I'm seeing outside. Colleen is, of course, in Michigan, which is a frozen hellhole right now, and that's fine. I'm here. I'm good. It's a little muggy. It's one of those things where you're sweating and you haven't done anything. And you're like, did I just eat a plate of wings? Am I 65 years old? You know, what the hell is going on? But then you learn to take cold showers and enjoy it. I had a lovely cucumber juice this morning. That's a, you know, I normally abhor people who go after they drink something, but when you have a cucumber juice, you have to. You really, really have to. Dennis says, I don't trust dark sand. What is it? Is it dirty? Is it too good to be sand, or does it want to be quicksand? I'm going to drop some fucking knowledge on you, Dennis. The sand is dark here from old active volcanoes. The ash, over thousands and thousands of years, has now discolored the sand. So you're really shaming history, Dennis. Courtney says, you're just antisocial all around, no discretion. At least you're fair. Yes, the animals and the humans, I don't like to speak to either of them. And also, like, this is my social interaction for the week. After I do this for 15, 20 minutes or whatever, you know, I'm done. I don't speak to a soul. I order in. Michelle said, did you have fun storming the castle? So if you did not know, I did a web series. It's a spin-off of Splat-A-Lot called Smash-A-Lot. And if you really don't know, I did a show 10 years ago called Splat-A-Lot, where I threw things at kids who ran through a castle. And now the government is making them tear down the castle. So Jason Agnew and I hosted it. It's on YouTube. There's links you can go find. 6 episodes are up now. The final 6 go up in March. It's very sad because people come up to me and say, I love that show when I was a kid. And then I immediately aged 90 years. I just turn into dust. So it's been really, really bad for my ego. Jeff said, wow, you're in Hawaii. Sure. I don't know. It just said remote location on the ticket, so I have no idea. David said, we learned something and enjoy a hot wrestler in his underwear. That's why I love this. It's really, I'm coming at you from all angles, and I mean that in the least homoerotic way possible. Bobby Ray Cooper says, hey, beautiful, looking great. And I say, hey to you, Bobby Ray. I hope you're married to a man named Billy Joe or something. That would be adorable. That would be very sweet. Again, if you're just joining me, I'm on a hammock. You know, I'll tell you the problem with the hammock, and it's a great idea in theory, is that when I get up, you know, my back is going to look like a cheese grater. Jonathan says, just wait till people 2 years younger than you start calling you sir. I'm getting there. It is terrible. But I will say, Jonathan, you're very professorial. You carry yourself older. Your words are longer. I have spent a lot of time around old people, and I also realized that, like, if you had no manners when you were young and you lived to be old, you just an old person with no manners. You know, sometimes you assume just because people are old, they're kind of like, not polite, but like somewhat worldly because they've lived long enough. No, you can live your whole life just watching Maury, you know, and you can get around and function like that. Oogie says, Nug says hello, and I say hello to Oogie, and I say hello to Nug, who I speak with directly, so I don't know why you had to be the mediary. At any rate, let me take another sip. Is that okay with them? See, this is very dangerous because I go and then I feel like I'm going over. This is some real action business going on here. You know what? Sometimes I talk a lot. Let's just listen to the sounds. And now all the birds stop. Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for nothing. There was one bird that just straight up sounded like a woman yelling. It was like, ah! And it's alarming. Jeff said, would I induct the Honky Tonk Man into the WWE Hall of Fame? Yes, I absolutely would. I would also like to know what else he has in that Gatorade bottle he's always sipping when it comes to shows. But nevertheless, I would love to Thomas DeWitt says hello. And I say hello to you, Thomas, only because I wonder if your aunt is named Joyce. Amelia says, tweet, tweet, tweet. Sure. What else did I hear? I heard monkeys. Monkeys sound like dogs barking. I hear a scratching in the distance. I don't know if someone's scratching their ass or so on and so forth. Scott said, are they rebooting Splat-A-Lot after the old set is demolished? Scott, the government is making them tear the entire set down because it is a liability. This is the definite conclusion to Splat-A-Lot. After the final episodes of this web series, there will be no more. I will never mention Gildar or Splat-A-Lot ever again. I assure you it's not happening until we do a reboot. Jeff says, do you have a favorite honky tonk band story? I wrestled them once, and no matter how slow I went, it was never slow enough. And then his great line to me was, if you go out there and forget what we're doing, just punch and kick, because that's all we're doing anyway. Also, we tried to have a sing-off, and the mic was on the fritz, so it kept going, and it was a disaster. Michelle says, I still say Splat-A-Lot was one of the best shows ever, which is a lie, Michelle. The premise was great, chucking stuff at snarky kids. If it makes you feel better, I loved it when I was fastly approaching 40. I was 38 when I first saw the gem. Yeah, the show began production like 10 years ago, so I feel like I'm 65. I feel like I'm Bob Hope when he's really old and his eyes are like very bloodshot, and it's terrifying. David says, I've never seen Splat-A-Lot, don't remember it in the UK, but I shall be checking it out. David, Splat-A-Lot was on BBC, and it was hosted by Dick and Dom, who are pretty hot shit in the UK. So get your act together. That's your fault, not mine, my friend. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up because I'm probably going to have a nap, being in a hammock and all. I can't do the spin, but I can do this. Nice wide shot of the love. God, what a shot. My apologies to everybody watching this. God bless. So long from this remote location. If you don't hear from me, please send help.